Greetings, my champions, and I want to welcome you to Live with Shatufa. These are going to be the last shows of 2025, 2024, as we are getting into the new year of 2025. And we are so excited getting into 2025 because we know the promises of God for Zimbabwe that are going to manifest in this coming year. So we are getting closer, maybe about 2 hours to get to the other side. And I'm sure that we are so much excited wherever we are. And we are praying, of course, praying for the nation of Zimbabwe and knowing that the Lord is faithful and Zimbabwe is going to be freed. Emerson Mnangagwa's daughter, Tariro, involved in massive corruption activities in the national parks as well as in the Victoria Falls areas. I'm sure people still remember Mnangagwa the other time that he was proudly introducing this young girl who happens to be his daughter and saying that she's a tough one and things like that. And she was with other girls who are together with her in the national parks. And unfortunately, now reports that are coming out of what she is doing there is quite so devastating. Anyway, are we surprised to see this happening? We are not, because Mnangagwa and his family, all of them, from the mother, the father to the children, they are just into self-enrichment in Zimbabwe. They are into very corrupt activities in Zimbabwe. And I'm sure they've made a vow that we want to loot this country dry. By the time that our father is out of power, we will know that our lives are comfortable for the coming 1,000 years. So this is what we are looking at happening. So a report that we have indicates that the young woman is involved in quite very massive corruption. Kerina Mjati is actually reporting on this one. Is saying, "Good afternoon, Zimbabwe. In a nation where the beauty of our land and the integrity of our people should shine, it is disheartening to witness the shadows cast by those in power. Tariro Mnangagwa, often referred to as the daughter of darkness, is perpetuating the very corruption and exploitation that her father, Emerson Mnangagwa, has become synonymous with. The whispers of scandal echo through our national parks, from the majestic Victoria Falls to the vast Wange and over the plains, where the exploitation of wild trophies and land is allegedly spearheaded by Tariro herself. This is not just a blemish on her character, but a reflection of a deeper malice that threatens to consume our beloved nation. Zimbabwe is not a personal empire to be carved up like a tuck shop. It is a land of promise, a tapestry woven with the dreams of and aspirations of its people. We must stand united against the tyranny of greed and demand accountability from those who dare to tarnish our heritage. Let us raise our voices and shine a light on darkness. Our national parks, our wildlife, and our future deserve better. It is time for justice, transparency, and a reclaiming of our national pride. Together, we can dismantle the structures of corruption and build a Zimbabwe that honors the dignity and beauty of its people and land. As we stand together as Zimbabweans, from the mighty Zambezi to the rolling hills of Matobo, we must confront the scourge of corruption that threatens our nation. The actions of Tariro Mnangagwa, daughter of Emerson Mnangagwa, in plundering our national resources and desecrating the sacred wildlife reserves are a betrayal of the values that our ancestors fought and died for. From the bravery of Mbuyane Handa to the vision of all those who fought the liberation war, our forefathers taught us the importance of protecting our land, our culture, and our heritage. Yet today we see the very same land being ravaged by greed and corruption. Our wildlife reserves, once a source of pride and wonder, are now being exploited for personal gain. We as Zimbabweans must stand together and demand that Tariro Mnangagwa, Elizabeth Valerio, and all those involved in this scandal be held accountable for their actions. Let us draw strength from our shared history and culture, and let us unite in our quest for justice and accountability. Justice for Zimbabwe, accountability now. So this is the report that we are getting from Kerina Mujat. And one thing that is quite disturbing is the mentioning of Valerio. We really are very disturbed, because these are things that destroying Zimbabwe. We are seeing this becoming quite a menace to our country. And when we have some other people that are also involved, like Elizabeth Valerio, who we thought is probably one of the politicians who could be straightforward. One thing that I do know is that the mother of Elizabeth Valerio was actually in the reserve something in this business of reserve game reserves and the like, and she is actually also part of that, which means this report could really be holding water, because she is definitely involved in such issues. I mean, issues of wildlife. But then the other deals that are happening there now that involve Tariro Mnangagwa is now what is quite disturbing. And I think Elizabeth Valerio must come out clean. And I'm challenging her. If there is anyone who knows her, please send her the link to this video and tell her that Zimbabweans are challenging you. We are challenging you to come out and clarify this. You have to clear your name from this mess. If you remain quiet, we will assume that you are definitely in this, that you are alleged to be. And this is quite very disturbing. And I'm sure that your political career hangs in the balance if indeed Zimbabweans are going to come to know that these are some of the things that you are doing, especially with the Mnangagwa family that is known for being corrupt, for being ruthless, and who don't care about the lives and the future of Zimbabwe. So our sister Valerio out there, Elizabeth Valerio, where you are, we need you to come out clean and clear this mess. We want a public address of you explaining exactly what is happening with you. So this is said. So we are seeing that more and more politicians are now being robbed in the corruption of Mnangagwa, which means now Mnangagwa discovered that she is into that business with her mom, and then had to send probably her daughter to go and connect them to some dirty deals. Once that happens, already a politician is tainted. There is no way that that politician can survive ever standing against Mnangagwa. In fact, they are going to be the ones that pretend to be who they are not, and then at the end selling the struggle to the highest bidder. This is quite unfortunate and sad, the development we continue to see in our country. So this is what it is, family. We are just giving you updates of what is happening in the nation. Let's continue to stand and to pray for Zimbabwe and to pray for 2025. And I'm saying congratulations for those that are getting into 2025, because the Lord has allowed you to see a year that we are seeing as a promising year to the freedom of Zimbabwe. Remain blessed till we meet in the upcoming show. There's still one more show to come. Be blessed and shalom.